So, for example, one of the gods, he goes away to another far, like he does interstellar travel, right? And he comes back, and he only a few years passed for him. But when he comes back, all his friends and family have died, and many generations have passed on Earth.
Yeah.
And this is mentioned today. Science approves this. They talk about time warp, how this changes time, right? And they talk about all this, and they talk about terraforming. They talk about how the gods came to Earth and terraformed this.
Wow.
Okay, so this is talked about in all the Puranas and ancient texts. They talk about how they in another story called Trishanku, they find that they wanted to put a man on a different planet, and they found that planet uninhabitable, right? So it cannot be used. So they terraform that, right? So they create that planet like into a habitable planet. And this is all mentioned in ancient Indian texts.
Yeah. Mind-boggling, especially the part where you're talking about the time dilation, traveling away from the Earth at a specific speed. Let's say you leave the Earth and you're traveling away from the Earth at the speed of light. And just say you travel 1 light year away from Earth. This is a way to travel into the future. You can travel into the future very easily if you can attain a percentage even of the speed of light. You fly away from Earth at the speed of light, or even a percentage of the speed of light, and then you turn around and then you return back to Earth again at the speed of light. And then what happens is when you get back to Earth, 2 years pass for you, but 20 years have passed for the people on Earth. 20 years.
Yes.
So if you were an ancient civilization, these quote unquote, these gods with this advanced technology, and they had the ability to move that fast through space, it's an incredible way to travel into the future and still be, roughly almost your same age, and just come to see a totally different outcome on a planet or in a star system or wherever you want to go. It's really mind-boggling. And the fact that this is written in ancient texts, a concept in quantum mechanics that we've only recently learned within the 20th century, and for them to understand this thousands and thousands of years ago, it tells me they had to have complete scientific knowledge, because you can't just make that stuff up. You can't make up something like that and have it align with modern quantum mechanics. Someone experienced it, someone did it, or someone scientifically came up at least with the hypothesis of it. And to me, every time I read those Puranas, I'm just like blown away at how much science is in those things. It's really, that's what should be on the news every day. Forget these people, what's going on in the news. This information should be the mainstream news every day, because we have so much to learn from it. It's really incredible, man. And I'm glad that you're doing this incredible research on these topics. It's mind blowing. Wow.
Yeah. So kind of like if we look at just the last 100 years, right? So from 1900 to 2025, if you look at the newspapers and what people like, the quote unquote science lovers or scientists or common people are really looking at, before the invention of planes by Wright brothers, right? The modern planes by Wright brothers, when Europeans or even Indians, right, who thought they were very science minded or science loving, when they heard about these vimanas, they basically mocked these ancient texts, saying that how can a piece of metal just start flying in the air? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Right. And that's exactly what scientists prove, right? And the planes weren't even invented by scientists. Right. It was created by bicycle mechanics, So because if you really apply science, you can take a piece of metal and fly it in the air. And then they talk about what are they talking about? The astras or weapons, how can one weapon destroy an entire city? They used to laugh at that until they bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Right. And they really started to be like, so it is possible. Right. So when they go to moon, and now they're trying to go to like other planets. So this is all mentioned in ancient texts. Yeah. Now, if you find anything like kind of really unbelievable, and I always say this, and this is not just limited to the Vedas or Indian texts, right? So if you find anything unbelievable in an ancient text, just wait a few years. Just wait.
It's going to happen. Yeah, you're right.